Good morning, guys.
Good morning. Good
Let's
morning.
get started on these chores so I can get back in the kitchen and make some chicken
My boys. Sharp cats.
sourdough discard chicken
sharp
pot
cats.
pie.
Okay, hold on. I'll go get your bowl. You guys enjoying your freedom in here, huh? Oop. Yeah.
While I'm putting the food buckets away, I might as well get in the freezer, get some deer meat out and some chicken. The deer meat is to make dog food. The chicken is to make chicken pot pie. And I'll show you how I do that. I'm going to use the farmhouse from On Boom, and I just love her channel. Not making the dog food today. I'll make that some other day, but I got to get the meat defrosting. So here we're getting the chicken in the Instapot. I do frozen chickens all the time, straight from the freezer to the Instapot. And in about 3.5 hours, I have a whole chicken cooked. And that's what, I'm making chicken pot pie. So that's where my chicken's going to come from. And then I'll have some leftover chicken, like half the chicken is going to be left over. Probably just use the breasts off of this. And then we will make something wonderful with that some other day. So I just have that chicken ready to go in my freezer, which you can make anything from chicken salad sandwiches to chicken soup to in the process of cooking this chicken, one of the byproducts is chicken broth. And so I will be putting seasonings in this so that I do get those extra broth I want. So throwing some celery in there. Looks like I add some garlic salt in here. Because we're running low on garlic, so I don't want to use our garlic up. And that's about it. I think I put some poultry season, but I didn't catch that on camera. So I'm just going to push the soup and broth and on here, and there it goes while I make this pie crust. Now I'm going to make some discard pie crust. And simple recipe. This is from Farmhouse on Boom, so I will leave you guys that recipe or a link to her recipe below. And it's a butter crust, so 2 sticks of butter. And these is straight out of the fridge. Sometimes it's even good to take your butter out of the freezer when you're doing a dough from, or a pie crust dough, is to have that nice cold butter in there. So it makes your pie crust nice and flaky. So I like to get my butter to be like pea size when I'm making pie crust. And so I cut it as close as I can to that, and then I use one of those dough cutters to work it into the dough. And we will add, I think it's a cup of sourdough discard after I work in this butter. And so my whole goal here is just to get it pea size. Now that my butter is pea size, I'm adding my starter. And this starter, it has a whole wheat in it. That's why it's so dark. You want a cup of starter. I'm just kind of eyeballing this. Now, I don't think there's enough moisture in this pie crust yet, maybe because my sourdough wasn't really wet, it was more pasty. So I think I'm going to have to add a little bit of ice cold water to this. There we go, just a little bit, straight from the freezer door or the refrigerator door. And I just want to form a nice big ball with this. We're almost there. Now, when I get it to this stage, you can see that there's some cracks in it. That is fine. It will still come together. And I find that sometimes when you put saran wrap on it, it is easier to push it together and kind of form it together. And then we put it in the fridge a couple hours. This will make a bottom and a top crust for a 9-inch pan. Put it in the fridge for a couple hours, and then 2 hours later, you can see it's much more together. I take it out, cut it in two, and then put it back in the fridge so that it forms a top and a bottom crust in a ball. And then I can take it later out very easily and roll it out, which this is, because it was a little bit on the dry side, I did find that it was a little hard to roll out. So if you can get it on the wetter side, it was probably because my discard was on the dry side. Even though I followed the recipe pretty darn close, it just made it hard. Now you can see me here putting about 1/4 of a cup of butter in here. I would definitely use a lot more than 1/4 of a cup, just because I like it nice and creamy. So again, I'm trying to do this recipe a little bit exactly with what she has on her blog, but it's not easy to. So I got my chicken over here cut up. I'm going to take 2 cups of that, but first I'm going to get my broth from my Instapot that I just made. Is part of this chicken, just a nice little product of making chicken in an Instapot or Instant Pot, excuse me. So, want that ready to go. You can never go wrong with onions and butter. That's why I was saying, I'm looking at this, I'm like, this could use some more butter. So I like to brown my onions. You can add a little extra water to this instead of, if you don't have a good supply of butter. You can add water to this to help get them nice and brown. I just like to add butter. We buy it in bulk. Around here on Hedgehog's Homestead, we love butter so much. So now that these onions are getting a little more brown, a nice golden color, we're going to go ahead and add a fourth of a cup of flour. And I'm just eyeballing that fourth. This is all-purpose unbleached flour, but any flour will work. You just kind of want to make a roux, and really to make a good roux you would want to add more butter to this, but it's come together pretty well. Sorry, I had to turn off the sound totally because my fire, our smoke detectors went off. I think this is something that happens in all newer homes. So I'm making a roux basically. I've cooked the onions, I've added some flour, some heavy cream, and now I'm adding some broth that was in with that chicken. I took it straight out of there. So I'm cooking that down a little bit, and I'm going to cut up the chicken and put it in here in just a second. Okay, here we go. Here's my pie crust. I put it in my pie pan, and then what I did, guys, is after I form it into the pan, I put it in the fridge for a while, and the top as well after I roll them both out. But I make sure that I put the bottom in the pan itself. And so you can see that this mixture is a little dry. I probably even could have put a little bit of more cream just right on top of here. So maybe I just cooked it a little too long or added too many peas and carrots. Now I have my bottom pie crust waiting for me right over here. It was also sitting in the fridge waiting for me. I'm going to take that out. Make sure that I have the bulk of it over. There's a little crack here. I'm going to just repair that with a piece of the excess pie crust that's coming over. And I'll be trimming off the bulk of the excess, just like so. But I'm going to leave a little bit of extra so that I can kind of tuck it under before I make a wave in it on the top. And I'll show you how I do that. No, I cut that one off a little tight. Anyways, so I tuck it under first, and that kind of brings the dough together all around on the outside. And then it's easier once the dough is together to make those waves that everybody kind of just, those little pinchy waves. And so you pinch it and push your finger through the pinch. Hopefully you get how I'm doing that here. I start off, because it's been a while, not doing it very well, and then I finally, oh yeah, I remember how to do this. once you get the rhythm of it, you can see here on this side that they're better formed. And that's what I want it all to look like. So just because you went past it once, it doesn't mean that you can't come back and kind of fix it up. But you can see here how I'm kind of making a little pinch on one side, and I'm just pushing through on the other side, on the back side, my other finger. It goes really fast to form the dough this way, and just really super easy. And it turns out super cute. You can see I made this out of einkorn flour because it's kind of yellow. Okay, just 4 little slits in the top, and we are going to get this in the oven. And always save your little X's because you can always make a little treat for yourself later. So this will go back in the fridge.
You want to eat it in your chair, Sam, or at the table?
What?
You want to eat at your chair, in your chair, or at the table?
Oh, at the table.
I don't want that much.
Ooh.
Thank you.